anger. They won't understand you. They won't see your vision. You'll sit in silence some nights feeling the weight of dreams so heavy they suffocate you. You'll wake up alone in your ambition, walking through a world full of noise, lies, and fake applause. And still, you'll keep going. Why? Because real men move in silence. They don't need the world's validation. They don't announce their plans on loudspeakers. They don't beg for recognition. They sharpen their minds in private. They train their bodies in solitude. And when they strike with the force of 10,000 hours of unseen effort. That's what makes a man unbreakable. Not what he says, but what he does when no one is watching. You've been lied to. The world told you that real strength comes from showing off, flexing, posting, bragging, chasing approval like a starving dog begging for scraps. But that's not power. That's weakness dressed up in fake confidence. A real man doesn't need an audience. A real man doesn't clap for himself. He builds. He sacrifices, he endures. He chooses the hard road in silence because he knows true greatness doesn't come with applause. It comes with scars, loneliness, and discipline so severe that most people would crumble under it. Do you know why silence is terrifying to most people? Because in silence, there's nowhere to hide. There's no distraction, no noise to drown out your failures. But that's where the transformation happens. In the silence of early mornings when your alarm cuts through the cold and you drag yourself out of bed before the sun even dares to rise. In the silence of the gym where each rep is another declaration of war against your own weakness. In the silence of rejection when they say no and you say good because you didn't come here for approval. You came here for domination. You see, loud men waste time chasing recognition. Silent men chase results. Loud men need the world to know they're coming. Silent men just arrive and conquer. The moment you stop explaining yourself to everyone, the moment you stop broadcasting your intentions to the crowd is the moment you gain real power. The lion doesn't roar while it's stalking. It stays low. It watches. It calculates. And when it pounces, it's already too late. Let them sleep. Let them mock. Let them gossip. Let them underestimate you because they don't know what you know. They don't feel what you feel burning inside of you every day. You don't need to talk about it. You're already doing it. While they scroll, you grind. While they party, you plan. While they laugh, you level up. That's the code of the real man. Relentless pursuit, quiet execution, ruthless focus. And listen, being silent doesn't mean being weak. It means you're too focused to waste time. It means your standards are too high to settle for small talk and shallow praise. It means you'd rather sweat in obscurity than bleed in public. It means you're building an empire brick by brick while the world is distracted by illusions. You're not here to entertain. You're here to evolve. That's why you're quiet. That's why you're still. You're locked in, and they have no idea what's coming. Everyone wants to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do. Until it's time to show up when you're exhausted, to keep going when no one claps, to stay loyal to your mission when no one believes in it but you. That's silence, that's discipline, that's what separates the real from the fake. Because when you're a real man, you're not moved by feelings, you're not driven by opinions, you're anchored in principles that don't bend, break, or fade. You don't need a spotlight, you are the fire. You don't need followers, you lead yourself. You don't need praise, you've got purpose. And purpose is louder than any crowd. When you walk into a room, they'll feel your presence before they even hear your voice. That's real power. That's the result of silence forged by suffering and success earned, not spoken about. Every hour you spend grinding alone builds the armor that no insult, no doubt, no betrayal can ever pierce. So if you're alone right now, good. If you're in pain, good. If no one believes in you, even better. You don't need them. You need you. You need that fire, that obsession, that sickening hunger that keeps you up at night because you know damn well you were born for more. And you'll never find that power by being loud, by trying to be liked, by begging for attention. You'll find it in the silence, in the discipline, in the choice to keep building when everyone else is resting. Real men don't seek comfort. They crush it. Real men don't explain their every move. They make moves so big the world is forced to ask how they did it. Real men don't complain about the process. They embrace it because they know that silence today leads to greatness tomorrow. That's why your silence is your weapon. That's why you don't need to shout to be heard. Your success will echo louder than any words ever could. People will laugh at you when you start. They'll say you've changed when you grow. They'll ask for help when you win. That's the cycle. That's the game. Don't hate them. Outwork them. Don't explain. Execute. Don't respond. Rise. Be the man who says nothing but changes everything. Be the man whose silence shatters doubt. Be the man who walks alone until the world has no choice but to follow. You are not weak for staying quiet. You are not lesser for keeping your dreams private. You are not a failure because you haven't posted about your progress. You are building something so powerful, so real, that the noise becomes irrelevant. All that matters is the mission. All that matters is the result. All that matters is who you become through the process. Because one day, when you've become everything they said you couldn't be, they'll wonder how you did it. And you'll just smile. Because you never needed to prove anything. You were proving it to yourself the whole time. So keep your circle tight. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your vision clear. Let your silence terrify them. Let your discipline confuse them. Let your results speak so loudly they silence every doubt, every insult, every lie. This is not a game for the weak. This is not a life for the lazy. This is a war. And the silent man wins because he never stops, never rests, never breaks. Let them talk. Let them post. Let them flex. You stay lethal. You stay focused. You stay quiet. Because you don't need to tell them you're coming. When you arrive, the world will know. Because real men move in silence.